Hopefully I'm live. Let me just double check, make sure sound is okay. I always forget there's like a delay from when I click start streaming to when it gets to YouTube. And hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to have someone join and chat with me. Let me just make sure everything's okay, hopefully. I always forget. Right, I think it's good. So I am so happy to be back. I didn't stream the last few days. I know right before I said that, on that, I think that Wednesday, I was saying how I was going to set a personal goal for myself and I wanted to stream every day. Let me move my microphone over. So I was saying I wanted to stream every day for 30 days. And immediately after saying that, I did not stream for 2 days in a row. It's me. So, and I think I was kind of thinking about it, and I didn't have a lot of energy those 2 days, and I'll tell you guys about it in a little bit. But yeah, I wasn't feeling great, and I felt like I probably could have pushed myself to go ahead and stream, but you know, if I wasn't feeling great, if I wasn't enjoying it, I just didn't feel like I should force myself to do it, because I want to do this because it's fun. I like doing it. And if I just am not feeling that great that day, I feel like it's more important for me to just, you know, focus on feeling better, and then I will go back to it when I'm back in the mood. So this is what I'm going to be working on some more today. So this was my jury duty project. So I had to go to jury duty on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? No, I had to go on Wednesday, actually. Yes, Wednesday I went to jury duty, and I was there for about 5 hours, and I took a whole bunch of crochet supplies with me, different yarns. You know, I think I took probably about 6 different colors of yarn with me there. And I settled on using the purple to start this hippo. This is supposed to be a hippo. It does not look like a hippo. I think this looks more like an otter. And someone in my comments when I posted a short even was like, hey, you're making an otter. Yeah, it looks like an otter. But whatever it is, it's a creature and I like it. But I started this at jury duty and I started with the body. And I don't know what was up with my tension, but the body has all of these gaps. Like, just the whole, like, around the center part. It's filled with gaps. And, you know, at first I was kind of thinking, oh, I just overstuffed it. So I actually took out all of the stuffing. And, you know, it's actually not overstuffed because of the gaps. That was just my crocheting that left all these gaps. So, you know, I tried to stretch it. I tried to put less stuffing. And it's still filled with gaps. And I used the same hook size, I used the same yarn for the arms and the legs, but these I did while I was at home, nice and comfy. And you can see there's no gaps. Like, these ones are fine. There's no gaps in the arms or the legs. It's just this body. And I think I was just not in, like, I don't know. I think it was just being at jury duty. I wasn't comfy. I wanted to be home, and I was just crocheting a lot more loosely. So, yeah. So I decided that I'm going to try to fix these gaps by covering it up with a little outfit. And I'll show you what I have in mind. So this is my hippo. My otter, hippo, whatever it's going to be. My purple creature. And I have this cotton thread. And I was actually had some more ideas what I wanted to use this cotton thread for. I wanted to make a bumblebee wearing some overalls. I thought would look so cute. But I think the yellow actually goes quite well with the purple. It is kind of two variegated together, and I don't quite know how that's going to look worked up, but we'll see. Let me show you what I am planning to make. So I don't know if this is going to work at all. I do not know. But this is a pattern I found online. It's a free pattern, and the website is sweeteverlybee.com. and free pattern. And it is a boho baby vest. And I think this is adorable. Like, I love that boho look. I love anything that's kind of like a hippie look, like colorful tie-dye. Anything like that, I love. So my idea is, I think if I crochet this, even though it's a baby outfit, I think it would fit my hippo. Like, I don't know. This is my hippo. Okay, I don't have my own kids. I don't have any younger siblings, so I don't have any experience with babies. My guess, I think, I don't know, is a baby like this size? I think. I mean, I know this is a little chubby, but I'm thinking this would fit. So I'm going to give it a try and see. And I feel like if it doesn't fit, that's okay. If it's too small, I don't see it being too big at all. Because, I mean, this thing is pretty massive. But if it's a little bit too small, I'm going to use it for my doggy project. So I have all the pieces for this one crocheted too. I still need to stuff the arms and the legs and sew it together. And I'm going to make him a little collar, and decided, thanks to one of you gave me a great suggestion for names, and I think he totally looks like a Doug. So I'm going to make him a collar. I don't know how I'm going to make that yet, but I'm going to make him a collar and put his little name on it and have him called Doug. But I'm also thinking that if my vest does not work out for my hippo, it's going to fit this guy. It'll fit Doug. So I'm going to make the vest and it'll fit somebody. Let's put my hippo out the way. And yeah, so this is a free pattern, but you know, I don't want to, you know, accidentally show it on stream, even though it is a free pattern. I want you to go, if you're interested in it, you know, check out the website. I'll try to remember to put a link to this. But yeah, so it's a one. I am still never going to say this word right, because I always grew up saying one skein, like a skein of yarn, but someone told me that it's actually skein, like with an A sound. So one skein of yarn. And I just have to think about that every time, and I'm going to continue to say it wrong every time, but I'll keep trying. But yeah, so it should only take one skein of yarn to make this project. And my yarn calls for a hook size of 8. And the pattern says US 6.5. Is that this? What is? Oh, I don't know. Let me grab my hooks and see. So if I haven't, that's a pretty big hook actually. 6.5 is a large hook because an H is a 5. An I is a 5.5. Is that my... A J is a 6. Yeah, I don't really see myself... I don't even know if I have one that's bigger than a J in here. But I don't see myself going above a J for this. I don't even know if I want to use a size J hook. So let's see. Gonna do some promo. I can totally crochet that crochet holder available on my website if you like one, handmade by me. So 6.5 crochet hook. I mean, that's pretty big. But I do need this to be pretty big, and I think, like, looking at the picture, it looks like it should be something that's crocheted really loosely. So I'm not going to go... Maybe I'll use a J-hook. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll start it off with a J and see how it's going. Yeah, so let's see what I need to do first. I got a chain. All right, I'm going to set my iPad down here. I have my kitty my cat's his little what is it? It's like a little fluffy. It looks kind of like an ottoman, but it has a hole for them to go inside. So I'm kind of have that next to me. And they don't actually use it very often, but it works for me to like just have like a little storage table. I think needs to be pulled this way. I think this is the outside. Oh boy, I have to start a new yarn. I hate like starting yarn for the first time. Like, okay, should I just reach in and like pull it out? I mean, if it takes a lot out, that's fine, but I don't want to ruin my yarn. Oh, am I gonna ruin it? Let's see. Okay. I'm just thinking of Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. Like when he like starts a skein of yarn, he just like reaches in and like pulls it out like no problem. I'm gonna do that and hope that I don't ruin my yarn. Oh, I'm ruining it. Oh, this is a bad idea. Do I commit to it or do I... I'm gonna... You know what? Label's coming off. We're working from the outside. Okay. So I need to do a pretty big chain of 57. And I'm going to grab my stitch markers. And I'm going to put a stitch marker every 10 stitches because my attention span is really small, and if I try to count all 57, I'm going to lose count and have to start again because I'm not going to go back and recount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to try to count in my head in case you're crocheting along with me. There's 10. I do like using like stitch markers to kind of just help me when I'm starting my chain. Just makes it so much easier not having to worry. Like if I do lose count, I just count back to my stitch marker and that's only 10, so that's so much easier. Hope everyone is having a really great weekend, a really nice Saturday. I was so lazy yesterday. I'll tell you guys, I didn't do much. I'll tell you guys about my day as soon as I get my chain done. So that's 30. Hmm. 40. Almost done. Okay, this is definitely not going to be too small. And my last 7. One is 7. Alright, so this is my chain. So let's see. So this is going to be the bottom of the vest. Okay, my hippo is actually a lot chunkier than I thought. So this vest might be a little bit small, but hey, it's crochet, it'll stretch. And I think it'll look even cuter if it's a little bit too small on my chunky hippo. Alright, so I have my chain done, and let's see what I need to do next. Right, nice and easy. Just turn and single crochet in each chain across. So skip the first one, go into the second one, and crochet across. And then I'm going to take this stitch marker and go ahead and just move it up to mark the first one of my row. So yeah, so I know I had said that I was gonna try to live stream every day for 30 days, and that didn't work out for me. I was feeling just really drained, and it took me a while to kind of realize why. Because, this week was a little bit different because, the holiday and, all of that. Having jury duty, 2 days off from work from the holiday, then instead of going to work, I went to jury duty, and then I had just 2 days of work. And I think that just kind of just started throwing off my schedule a little bit. But I also realized, well, what happened was, on Thursday, I was just tired. Like, just feeling tired, feeling drained, not having a lot of energy, just not being my normal self. Hello, oh, you're here, Casey. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Am I saying your name right? I always, in my head, I always say Casey. So hopefully I'm saying your name right. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here. You are so wonderful. You always leave me just the nicest comments. Oh, so nice to see you. I feel like I'm meeting a friend or something for the first time. I'm really enjoying this whole streaming thing because it's just nice to be able to chat with people who love crochet, who love crafting and everything. That's just so fun. So I didn't stream yesterday. Well, on Thursday, I just wasn't feeling I just wasn't feeling great. And yeah, so I decided I would just spend the day and I would rest. And then when I got up on Friday, I wasn't feeling any better. And, it wasn't like a sick feeling. Like, I wasn't like anything like that. It wasn't like I was getting the cold. It's like Cass. Like, hope, like Cass? Cassie. Cassie. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. Like, I try so hard and I'm gonna say it wrong. So hopefully I can get it right eventually. But yeah, so I woke up yesterday and, I slept through the whole night, but I was still tired. Like, I didn't like have any symptoms. It wasn't like, like, oh, I'm getting a cold, I have a stuffy nose or anything like that. I was just drained. And I woke up yesterday feeling the same way after sleeping the whole night. But I was just like, okay, I'll just, I'll get up, I'll start work, I'll have some coffee, and hopefully I'll be better. Yes, you said it right. Oh, yes. Okay, great. Case. So it's Cassie. Cassie. Okay. I love that. It's a very cool name. I love, like, I don't know, I always think of like just potential, I don't have my own kids or anything, but yeah. But, I like to kind of just keep like a list of names kind of going. So when I woke up yesterday, still felt drained after sleeping, and I was like, I started work, I think I had 3 cups of coffee, and still felt drained. So when I got to my first break, I just kind of like just sat here, kind of relaxed, and just like that. Didn't feel any better. And then I got to my lunch break, and my company is like on the like central time, so my lunch break is at 10 a.m. because I'm 2 hours 2 hours behind everyone. So I got to my lunch break and I couldn't stay up any longer. I just went straight, took a nap, laid on my bed, and I set my alarm because I knew I was not going to wake up on time. So I set my alarm and went to bed, or took a nap, slept, woke up, still felt drained, but went back, started work again. And, I worked until my last break, kind of just took another quick nap at my last break, still felt drained. And then once I was done with work about, I think, 3:30, I had to go down and I had to do all the cat rounds, check on all the kitties. So that's like, I need to like redo the foods. I call it the crunchy bar. I have like, I have like a mat, like different mats, and then I have like, I like to leave out like 3 to 4 different flavors of food for the kitties. So that's our crunchy bar. And then we have our water, like I put waters on each end of the crunchy bar. So I don't know, I just think it's cute. They have their trays, they have their different bowls right there. And I freshen those up midday, like around, around when I get done with work. So I went down, even though I was drained, I was like, I have to do the crunchy bar, everything's empty, everything needs washing, so let me do that for the day. And then I came back up and ended up taking another nap until it was like cat dinner time. My life kind of revolves around the cat, so. So, yeah, so when I got back upstairs, I'd say it was like a little bit after 4. So then I just came back up, put my headphones on, I don't even know what I was watching, but I put on some YouTube and just took another nap, woke back up, and still didn't have any energy. I'm like, something is not right. Like, I am not like this. I'm a really high energy person. This is not me. So, fed the cats, came back up, and I was kind of thinking, since I'd already skipped one day streaming, I was like, I should probably force myself to stream, but I wasn't feeling it. So instead, I decided, I'm gonna put my PJs on early. Oh, what I did make banana milk. I've been obsessed with making banana milk for a while. So I made that and it was like delicious. So I had my banana milk, I put my PJs on, and then I just came upstairs, laid down, and I just watched stuff until I fell asleep. So I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's a great movie. I have not seen that movie in so long. But it was on YouTube, like it said it was free. So I was like, oh, hey, free movie, and it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm gonna watch this because I have not seen this since I was a kid, and that's a good movie. Like, I enjoyed it. So I pretty much just spent my afternoon, evening just watching stuff. I didn't even crochet. I was too drained to even crochet. So I just had like my banana milk and I was just sitting there watching stuff, and that was my afternoon. But then I realized what was wrong. I had not been taking my vitamins because I don't eat meat. So I have like, I went to the doctor a few times and they're like, yeah, your iron levels are very, very low. Your vitamin D levels are very low. So you need to take supplements for that. And I guess just my schedule changed recently and I did not take those. And then I wasn't eating any eggs or anything. And I had been, like, the last few weeks, I had been eating pasture raised eggs, and those were delicious. So I liked those eggs. I generally don't like eggs, but these ones actually taste really good. So I had been eating those like every day, like eating 3 or 4 eggs a day, and I felt amazing. But I ran out and hadn't bought any more, so I wasn't eating the eggs, I wasn't taking my supplements, and I guess my vitamin iron and my vitamin D just got too low, and I think that's just what drained me of energy. So I got up this morning, went to the store, I got some more eggs, I took my supplements, and already, I don't know if it's just in my mind, I don't know, but I feel so much better. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I stick with my vitamins from now on because I don't want to feel that drained again. All right, so I did my first 2 rows, and this is supposed to be a vest. Hitting the camera. Let me show you. Yeah, so this is a pattern for a boho vest for a baby. Now, I don't know, looking at the baby, looking at my hippo, I think my hippo is a little too chunky, but I think it'll work. So I'm hoping I can crochet this vest, and it's going to go around my hippo. Okay, she's a little chunky. It's not going all the way around, but I'm going to keep going. And if it doesn't fit my hippo, I'm going to use it for my dog instead. Or, haven't finished him. I need to put on his arms, but I think it would look cute on him as well. Looks like it might be a little bit too big for him, but we will see. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera and shaking everything. Okay, so let's see what I need to do next. So this is a free pattern by sweeteverlyb.com. Alright, so that was row 1. Really simple pattern, actually. Well, I say that, but let's see once I get a few more rows in. I love your project. That vest is cute. Thank you. So the reason I'm making the vest is because, well, I have so many spaces in this project, and at first I thought I had just overstuffed it, but once I took out the stuffing, I'm like, no, these are like all of my decreases and everything. I was trying to do that invisible decrease, but this was my jury duty crochet time, and I guess my tension was really bad then. So I'm making a vest to hopefully just cover up some of those decreases. It will look cute anyways, too. So let's see what I need to do next. I need to chain 2. 1, 2. Count as the first half double crochet. Skip the first stitch. Half double crochet in the next. Alright, so I skip this one. Wait. Okay, yeah, skip the first stitch. So not this one, but this one. And chain 1. Okay. Let me focus. Alright, so I think I'm just half double crocheting, chain 1, and then skipping a stitch. So I'm just making the gaps. I think that's right. Yeah, I could not find, I was worried about pulling out the center, so I just decided, I'm going to go by the outside. And is that cat hair? Nope, that's purple. Gross. Probably cat hair, or maybe it's purple stuffing, or purple stuff off of my yarn. So yesterday, I didn't do any crochet yesterday, but I did lay in bed and look at crochet patterns and crochet books. And I kind of want to make some small projects. Like, that's kind of what I started my amigurumi with, was just making like just little things like this size. But then I started making a few larger projects, and I don't know, I'm just getting the urge to make some smaller ones. Like, I found this really cute pattern for an apple that's so cute. So I kind of want to make like a set of apples in like different colors. I think that'd be so cute. And I can't find the perfect pattern yet, but I want to make a giant chili pepper. I don't know why, that's just... Oh, I think I saw someone, I can't remember her channel name, but she was making them for her craft fair, and she had this ginormous chili pepper, and I kind of want to try making one of those. It just looks so cute. I turned off the AC for a bit. I did have it on earlier, but it gets so noisy. So I ended up turning it off, and I could already feel it getting a little bit warm, so... It's not as hot as it had been. I think today it's only low 90s, I think. So it's kind of a nice break. Yesterday it was even cooler. Like, I think yesterday it only got up to 89. How is weather where everyone else is at? Everyone I keep hearing from, everyone is having like really chilly weather, and that sounds so nice. Like, oh, it just sounds nice to have like really nice, cool weather. Nice. You think that sounds fun too? Yeah, like, And also, I think it would help because I have like my like just like leftover pieces of yarn from other projects, and I think that'd be great to just kind of use those up. I also have always wanted to do a scrap blanket. Ooh, that'd be cool. Like, make a giant granny square with all of my scraps. That would be fun too. Speaking of granny squares, Kayla, Llama Mama Kayla, just posted that she has some new project idea for using 2 granny squares, and I'm curious. Really been thinking about it, trying to figure out what it might be. So I'm going to be really excited to see what that is. I know I'm going to follow along with it. So it is, ooh, 56. Okay, that's getting on the cooler side for me. I mean, honestly, right now it's so hot that yeah, 56 is nice, I think, but normally I'd be like that's a little too chilly for me, but that sounds nice. You really like it cool? Yeah, I'm starting to. You know, I grew up like I grew up in the heat. Like I've lived here my entire life in Southern California and it's hot. So I used to be used to it, and I'm like, you know, as long as it is not above 100, it's fine. Like I used to be like, okay, 99, that's fine. You know, once it gets to like 110, that's when it gets hot. But now I'm like high 80s and I'm already hot. So I do want to experience some cooler weather, like just just to experience it. And I've never like experienced like just blizzard weather, I guess. And I want to experience that. So hopefully sometime I'll be able to take a little trip somewhere that has snow and just be able to experience that. Okay. Something has gone wrong. Typical with me. Oh, okay, so you like the cool weather, just not those like, I guess, kind of crazy winters where it's like storms and all that stuff. Just the nice cool weather. I think that's probably how I am as well. Okay. So I ended. Hold on, let me check my pattern. What should I end with? Um Oops, sorry, I just hit that with my head. Okay, so I have an extra stitch at the end, but I kind of have 2 stitches at the beginning because I have like, wait, was I supposed to skip that one then? I don't know what happened. I'm just gonna add another stitch at the end because I don't know what happened. Oh no! Another problem. So this first row, I did my chain okay. I did my next row of single crochets okay. Just realized these are not supposed to be double crochets. All these are actually supposed to be half double crochets. Oops. Um, I was concerned about this extra stitch at the end, but I have a much bigger problem. Oh, you're gonna follow Kayla also too? Yes, I want to see what she's making. Like she has like she's so creative. Like I don't know the stuff that she can come up with. Like her Ursula project, that's cool. I'm enjoying it, and I'm following along with that one too and loving it. I can do what you're doing, crocheting. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job at see. This is what happens when I'm not focused. When I'm crocheting and talking, or reading comments, like I'm having a great time, but my crochet is not accurate. So let's go back and fix that. I'm just gonna frog all this out. And maybe I'll figure out where I missed that stitch at, because I don't know where I missed it at either. I don't even know like what went wrong. But I'm just gonna keep going. So it says to skip the first stitch. This is the first stitch. Or do I skip this one? But I'm confused. Okay. Yes, I'm curious about that project too. Like, because I'm like, it's two granny squares. So I've been trying to like think through and figure out like just guess what it could be. Some reason what I'm thinking it's gonna be some type of like a bowl, like a soup bowl cozy or something. That's my guess. I don't know, but I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. Like it's gonna be something like you can hold like a hot plate or something on top of, maybe. But I don't know. I cannot wait to see what it is. I'm excited. I didn't start my granny squares yet because I want to see what the project is to figure out like what colors I want to use. All right, so let me read this again. So chain two counts as my first half double crochet. Skip first stitch, half double crochet in next stitch. Okay, okay, I think this is the first stitch. Okay, I'm gonna put my stitch in this one. Because I had that extra one at the end, and I didn't see where I hit, like, put an extra one. Chain. Let's see. Actually, I'm not a fan of the half double crochet. Like, I feel like my crochet hook kind of gets stuck when I try to do it. Like, I'd rather do a double crochet. And I think that's probably what happened now. I'm like, I like double crochet. Let me just do double crochet. Let's see. Let's go back across and see if this works. Yeah, I definitely prefer to do a double crochet. This color, like, I don't know if it, like, how it looks on camera, but in person, this is like a hot, not a hot chip, just like a regular Cheeto color. It's making me, like, want some chips or something. Yeah, this is, okay, honestly, like, I realized it after one row. Normally, when I mess up, I realize it halfway through the project. Like, I was making an elephant recently, and I've done a lot of amigurumi, and I know that amigurumi, they use single crochet. But the pattern that I had was not using American US terms. So it said double crochet, and I did not realize that for a very long time. My elephant was just shaped so weird. Like it was so oddly shaped, and I'm like, I don't understand how this is going to turn into an elephant. It's too long. Like it's weird. And then I realized that, yeah, this is not American terms. I should have been doing single crochet this entire time. So had to frog that project. You know, I think I might have done a double crochet here. No, I didn't. Okay. No, I'm like, I'm gonna do a double crochet on accident. So after that, I did get into the habit of, you know, let me check and make sure these are American terms before I start. Yeah, that one wasn't so fun to take apart. I am struggling today. Really? She used to favor his double crochet too. I didn't realize that. It's like, I don't know, I just love it. It's like the perfect stitch. Moves you along quickly. It's easy to get the hook through. It's like perfect stitch. Other thing I guess about Kayla, like her dog named Phoebe. So cute. But I used to have a cat named Phoebe, so every time she talks about Phoebe, it just reminds me of my senior citizen cat, Phoebe. Oh, I love that kitty so much. She was a uh Phoebe, she super old cat. Her owner had actually passed away, and since she was such an old cat, she was about 8 or 9 years old, she couldn't get a home. And then eventually a pet store took her in, and they had two other cats in there, but Phoebe did not get along with them. She was really grouchy and grumpy, so they had to put her in, like, the little kitty cage thing. And we went there and came back with Phoebe. So yeah, she was a amazing kitty. Had her about 20 years. Like, well, no, she lived like 20 years. Like, she was so old, and oh, I miss her so much. But yeah, so every time Kayla talks about Phoebe, it just reminds me of my Phoebe. Oh, you like the half double crochet. Nice. I think if I was like better at it, like if I could, like, I always get stuck. Like, I get through the first two loops fine, but that third loop is where I always get stuck. I like the way the half double crochet looks. Like, I think it looks wonderful. It's just, I get tired of getting stuck. So what are you working on now? Like, what are your current projects going on? Okay, so I think that I like skipping that first stitch in the beginning actually worked out better because I'm actually ending in the right stitch now, so that's better at least. It is kind of interesting to see that this double crochet, it didn't use that much less yarn. Like, I mean, that's a little bit less, but I thought I would have, I don't know, had a lot more. Ooh, rectangular blanket. Yes, you're going to be busy. I know you're making a lot of blankets for everyone, so that's nice. What colors are you using? I do want to start another blanket project. And the rectangle, is that one the granny square one? Oh, I want to start a granny square blanket. Like, I think like having like used like a crochet blanket, no other blanket feels anyway as nice. Like, there's just something about a crochet blanket. It feels so good to use. Especially like at night, like on a chilly night. It's the best. Like, no other blanket for me can like compare at all. Okay, so I did round 1, 2. Okay, I am on row 3 now. Chain 2. 1 half double crochet in the chain space. Oh, nice. So I get to crochet in the spaces now. That's like one of my favorite things about crochet. I love crocheting in spaces. Wait, was that right? Chain 2. Chain 1. Skip the stitch. And half double crochet. Alright, so now I'm just half double crocheting into the spaces. Okay, training, like working in the spaces is just making me really want to do a granny square. Oops. See, I always mess up on these half doubles. No, I did see Kayla's video on how to do the rectangle granny square. Turquoise. Oh, it's a granny square and it's turquoise variegated. That sounds amazing. Oh, that sounds pretty. I love turquoise. I mean, honestly, I love color. I love a lot of colors. I mean, of course, my favorite is hot pink and lime green, but third for me is turquoise. Like, if there's an option to buy like anything turquoise, like my coffee maker is turquoise, like I usually go for that. Just a nice color. I watched Kayla's video on how to do the rectangle granny square, and I do want to try that. I've only done square ones so far. I think I did a double crochet. Okay. Yeah, me trying to chat and crochet at the same time. I'm not very good at that yet. I'm, yeah. I lose focus just naturally very easily. Like, I'm easily distracted, like, really easy. And my attention span, not great. You can probably tell that by how I my conversation, like I jump from topic like just constantly. Like I don't stay on one thing, and I know that gets quite annoying, and I'm sorry about it, but I try. It's just my brain does not focus on one thing. Like I'm like squirrel, squirrel. Ooh, cream. Ooh, those actually go really nice together. I was actually thinking about ordering some yarn, and it was those ones that Kayla just showed that she's like using like an entire one to see how many amigurumi she can make with them, make out of it. And I was kind of thinking about ordering some of those, and the colors that I picked out were actually turquoise and cream. That's kind of funny because those were the colors like I actually picked out. Because I don't know, I was kind of thinking about, I kind of wanted to join in and try doing a challenge like that. But then again, I don't really want to, or I don't need to, shouldn't be buying more yarn. So I need to use up what I have first. But yeah, those were the colors I had picked out. Yes, that's how it goes. It's funny. So do you think it's a lot more difficult than just a regular granny square? Or is it like once you get set up and start going, like it's pretty much the same? Okay, so I made it across. Let's see how this is gonna. I don't think this is actually gonna fit my hippo, but it's gonna fit some amigurumi I make. Or I could stretch it a little bit. Like it's fine if it stretches it. Yes, I like color. And I used to like my favorite. Like I just liked blue. Like that was my honestly okay. As a kid, like a very young child, I liked my favorite color was just black. I liked everything dark. And then once I got like a little bit older, then my favorite color became blue. And then once I got like I don't know, like I guess early 20s, that's when my bright colors came out. Like and I was like lime green, anything neon, that's what I like. But recently, since crocheting, I've actually also started to like neutral colors. And I think that's a Bag O Day thing. Because she likes her browns and everything. And I think just watching her and like seeing these beautiful brown yarns, it's kind of making me a little bit like, okay, I like those too. So I think I just like color. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to try that rectangle. I mean, that would be perfect. You know what? Something I've never done, and I don't think I have the patience, but to make one to like fit my bed, like that would be amazing. But yeah, I don't think I'd have the patience. So I would probably do like just a throw size. Like I like ones that I can just like cuddle up in my chair or something. But I might have to try this granny square rectangle. I think I might. Because because I do want to do a granny square project. And I know once I do mine for that, whatever Kayla's planning, I know that's going to be like, yeah, let's do a bigger one of these. So, you know what? That might be my project. I don't know what yarn I would use. I do have quite a few left over of like these Karen 1 pounds, but they're mostly like the darker colors, like, darker blue. I have the red one, but I have a lot of ideas because I want to make like a lot of apples out of that one. Um, I think I have like some darker greens. So I would need to have something to add into it. Like a variegated, I think would look really, really cool. Like if I like, you know, change colors every couple of rounds and use like a dark color and then some bright variegated in there would look really nice. But we'll see. Oh, purple. Yeah. Forest green. I do like forest green. Purple though is not my color. And I know I say that, and I look around my room right now, and I'm like, my lamp is purple. My dragon right there is purple. I'm doing a purple project, but purple is just, yeah, I have a lot of purple around me, but I'm not a purple person. And I wear a lot of purple clothing because I think I'm just in denial. And I think it's just like if I have to pick a color, I usually just say purple out of habit. That's not my favorite, but I don't know. I think I might be in denial and actually like purple as well. I just don't want to admit it. Just because I've said so many times that it's not my favorite, but yeah. All right, so I got across again, and this was round 3. You know what I also need to do? I need to go to Five Below and get one of those pop things. Those, I don't know what they're called, but like the counters where it like goes up to 100 and you just pop out. Like they're toys, but like Kayla and everyone's using them for their stitch counters. I need one of those because I know I'm only on round like 3 and I'm already trying to like think, I'm like, which round am I on? That would help so much. Right? Purple's not my favorite color, yet I look around and everything's purple around me. So weird, huh? Okay, so I did that one, that one, that one. So I am on round 4. You will end with a half double crochet in the I think that's the turning space. Maybe? Well, it is going to be now. Chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch across. There will be the last half double will be in the turning chain. Okay. So I think I just half double crochet all the way across. Oh, you did buy one of those little puppet things. Yeah. It just looks so convenient. I downloaded a while ago. They had like an app like on your phone that you can like put when you do another row, but I'm like, I'm gonna be using that to watch YouTube or something, so that's not gonna work. I also want one of those wool genies. That would be nice. Like right now, if my yarn was just like on one of those, that would be perfect. I saw them a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a while ago. And I don't know. I I didn't think they would work like how they said, like how it, like the pictures and stuff. Like I honestly did not. I thought that thing was going to be falling off, and just I thought it was a cool idea, but I just didn't think it would work. But actually seeing that it actually holds up, that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, make sure I'm doing half doubles. Yes, I'm doing half doubles. They're actually starting to feel a little bit better. I feel like I'm getting through the loops a little bit easier now. So how this project, like I looked at the pattern and how it works is, you're gonna do for the bottom, just keep going across, build this up a little bit, and then you just build up like one panel here that doesn't go all the way across, then you do a big panel in the middle and do another panel on the edge, and then you fold it over and stitch the top up here and it makes a vest, and then you put some fringes at the bottom. So I'm like, this is kind of cool. I do want to make a wearable for myself. I feel like this is kind of like, you know, a little bit of practice for a wearable. I'm like, would this work if I tried to do this, just like bump up the size? Like, would it scale up? Oh, so after chatting, I can't wait to move to a different project. Ooh, what do you have in mind? Oh yeah, so 10-year-old cannot wait. You got to get that done. Yes. I remember when I was little, like around, you know, that age, my grandma, she was like crafting so much, like, and when she would like, you know, start my projects, I'd be like, you can't work on anything else. I need my blanket. I mean, what do you mean you can't crochet a blanket in one day? I mean, so it's like, yeah, I understand that. Oh, I bet that blanket looks nice. With turquoise and cream. That sounds so pretty. So are you changing like how often are you changing colors? Like every round, every few rounds? Did I go back to all right, still doing same okay. You know these half double crochets are actually feeling better. I'm not getting stuck nearly as often. I'm going a little bit slower, but yeah, they're kind of feeling nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're doing it well too. So you have a lot of projects going on. All these blankets. Wow. I did a well too. Let me grab him. This was the first cotton project I used. This is my my little whale. And this was the very first time I actually tried cotton yarn, and I love it. I love how like it made the stitches feel just so much more tight, like, but I like the price of, you know, acrylic yarn. I was looking at well patterns last night for like smaller ones that are like really small, like just really tiny ones, and I kind of want to make a whole bunch of those, like, and just like rainbow color or something and like line them up somewhere. Oh, your well is on hold. Nice. So it's not every other round. Can I email you a picture? Yes, please email me a picture. How do I need to get my email to you, but it's just my name, Destiny, at pickandpokedesigns.com. Like, I would love to see that. Because I know, like, once I see yours, I'm going to be like, I'm going to make it just like it. Oh, yes, please, please email me that. You know, it's the only thing about YouTube that I wish was available. Like, I wish there was, like, on, like, you know, they have that community tab. I wish that other people could submit stuff or, like, tag or put pictures or something. That would be so fun. I know, of course, there would be like spam and stuff. I guess that's why it's not there, but it would just be nice. Like if you could just upload your pictures easily. Yes, I definitely want to see that project. So do you have, I know you're making quite a few of these, like have you already picked out your colors for the other ones too? Oh, I'm sorry. So it's my, wait, hold on. Let me type it. That's my name. That work? Hopefully that worked. I know YouTube sometimes likes to block anything that it thinks is a link or anything. Oh, awesome. I am really in the mood for a Granny Square project. So what does everyone have planned? What do you have planned for the rest of the day? I'm probably gonna stop streaming pretty soon. What time is it? It's, yeah. So I think I'm gonna just stay on maybe another 5 minutes. And then I think I'm just gonna have a gaming day, maybe. Play some games. I'm gonna get some food in a little bit. I'm kind of in the mood. I think I'm gonna get some Indian food. I like really spicy things. So probably gonna pick that up. Play some games, and then probably just relax and watch something. I'm not going anywhere. Probably sit around, crochet some, make a few drinks. Just have like a nice little quiet afternoon at home, evening at home. Do you want to make some more of my banana milk? I still have enough, like, because I just made like the banana base, and I just put that in a mason jar, and like a really big mason jar in the fridge. So when I get ready to drink it, then I kind of like mix it with like I pour that over ice, then add in the extra milk and stir it up and mix it that way. So I definitely want to have some more of that because that was just so good. I was watching I got into it. I was watching someone do like a taste test online, and they were having banana milk, and I was like, that sounds weird. Like that just doesn't sound tasty. But they were acting like it was just so delicious. So I went online. Well, I went to the store and like tried to find like to see if they had it in store. No one near me had it in store. And then I went on Amazon, and their prices were ridiculous. I'm like, I am not paying that much money for some banana milk. So then I went on YouTube and found that it's so easy to make. Like basically you just take a couple of bananas, you blend them together with your milk and make a really thick paste, and then you, well, not a paste, but like a, it's thick. And then you put that into the bottom of the glass, and then you add more milk on top so it looks like it's separated with like to serve it. And then when you serve it, then you stir it up. And it's just so good. Oh, you add sugar in it too. It is so good. It's like a banana pudding. And when I made it the second time this time, I actually added just a tiny bit of vanilla into it. That's so good. So yeah, I'm a fan of banana milk, and I've been using just almond milk instead of like regular cow milk. And it just, oh, it's just so good. It's so refreshing over ice. So good. So yeah, I'm gonna make some more of that. All right, I'm gonna see what my next round is gonna be, and I'm gonna get set up for that. Uh, oh, this is easy. So I just need to repeat this row 2 more times. Is that what the picture looks like? Oh, okay, so this is where I'm at up here. Yes. Okay, I was like, it just didn't look like there's 3 rows of half double, but I'm up at this part, I guess. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because those are my two ones with gaps, and then I'm at this point. All right, so it's pretty easy now. So I'm just going to have to go back and single crochet in each one of these stitches across and do that for 2 rows. Let me just double check because you know I mess up on stuff. So let me make sure I read that right and I'm not frogging it again. So repeat. Yeah, so chain 2. 1, 2. No, I'm supposed to chain 1. Oops, chain 1. And single crochet. Sorry, half double crochet. And each one across. Oh, so I think this, I don't know if it's gonna fit. Yeah, my she's a little chunky. So it might be a tight fit, but if it doesn't fit, that's cool. I got this pattern. I'm gonna post, sorry. I'll post a link to it. It's a really cool pattern. It's a free pattern. And it is from, I don't know if you can see it, but sweeteverlybee.com. And to find it, I what did I Google? I just Googled boho vest baby crochet pattern. Yeah, but I like it. But it is a nice free pattern. I think that's so cute. I love this little outfit with the little lemons. That is such a cute little picture. Yeah, I'll post a link to it because this is so cute. I want to make myself a wearable, but I don't know if I'm up for that challenge yet. So, it is getting warm. I feel it's getting up into the 90s. And I think, what's the weather? What, it's only 86? Yeah, I don't know. Somehow it says it's only 86 degrees, but it does not feel that. It feels hot. So I think I am going to end it here. Oh, you like almond milk too? Nice. Yeah, it's my favorite. I like the flavor and I like that it lasts so much longer. Like I don't have to worry about like it spoiling in the fridge like regular milk and being like, does this smell funny? So yeah, it's my favorite. Lasts long, tastes good. I'm happy. So thank you so much for chatting and visiting with me. This was so fun. So fun. I always read your comments and that just makes me so happy. And it's like, oh, we get to chat finally. And I cannot wait for you to send me pictures of that. Like if you want to send me like your progress, like where you're at now, I definitely want to see because anything with crochet makes me happy. So that is going to be it for me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Cassie, right? Cassie. I want to say Casey, but it's Cassie. Cassie. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm trying. I'm trying to say it correctly, not trying to say it wrong. I'm awkward. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Have a great, great day. Thanks so much for visiting with me. And I will see you guys all soon. Bye-bye.